Hello and welcome to the short Vort on Parshas Toldos. This week's short Vort is dedicated to the Eloi Nishmas David Keehn, Dovid Yitzchak ben Akiva Yehuda, Zechrono Levracha. He was a righteous man, a Baal Chesed. He was visually challenged, yet he was able to help so many people in his activities as chaplain and as a good human being in general. And he was also a Talmud Chacham. And he was taken from us away too early. And interesting enough, the timing fits for Parshas Toldos in that at the Levaya last week, one of his brothers shared that David, as he was well known, was invited from time to time up to Camp Raleigh in the summer to speak, to inspire. And one year, one of the children, one of the campers in Camp Raleigh asked him, are you upset at God for taking away your eyesight? And he responded, no, I bless Hashem for giving me the same situation as Yitzchak Avinu. And that's in Parshas Toldos, that Yitzchak became blind during his lifetime. So that just tells you what a positive and amazing person he is. This week's short Vort on Toldos is adapted from the Haskoma, the approbation that Rabbi Noach Isaac Oelbaum Shlita gave to Rabbi Daniel Glatstein on his new Sefer on Chumash, Magid Harakia. And as part of the Haskoma, he also gave a Chiddush in honor of the author. And he said that the Parsha begins in Perek Chav Hey, Pasuk Chav Zayin, that it says that describes Eisav as Ish Sayed, Yodeat Sayed, Ish Sadeh, a man who knows how to hunt, a man of the field, and Yaakov is Ish Tam Yoshev Halam. He's a wholesome man that he dwells in the tents, meaning he spends his time learning Torah. So Rabbi Oelbaum asks, we know who these people end up being. One was a Russian, one was a tzaddik, one of the three avos, one of our patriarchs. So why is it limited to saying, oh, this one was a man of the field and this one was a man of the tents? And he answers us that it's coming to teach us a lesson. Why did Eisav go in one direction and Yaakov go in the other direction? It's because of an early decision that they made when they turned 13, according to Rashi. And that since Eisav chose to become an Ish Sadeh, which Rashi describes as an idle person, someone who's batal, Yoshe batal, he's doing nothing. So he ended up going, when you have a lot of time, you end up doing immorality, whether sexual immorality or murder. And those may have been some of the better things that Eisav did. But if you choose to be Yosef Ohalim and to go as an Ish Tam, then you become a great person, potentially in the direction of a Yaakov Avinu, but definitely Torah brings you into a greater level. And it's that choice. The difference between them was not noticeable until externally, unto the public, until they were 15, which is why it says that the Mefarshim tell us that Avraham Avinu died 5 years earlier at the age 175. Some people may say different age, but at least he should have been at least 180 years before he passed. And because he considered it more important that Avram not suffer and seeing his grandson go off the derech was worth taking 5 lives from him. Getting back to the Keehns, David and his wife Andrea, who a few years ago, one of her Kabbalahs for Rosh Hashanah, one of the things she accepted on herself was for the whole year she would not miss a short Vort. So I think that's a good idea for everyone listening to try to do it. And they can start with this week's Parsha. And they too had twins. The Keehns had a son and a daughter. They're now 19, well over 13, well over 15. So we can already see what direction they're heading. And despite the loss of the son, he can't wait to get back to yeshiva in Eretz Yisrael, where he was learning, because he doesn't want to miss out in the growth in Torah and where the yeshiva is going. So that tells you the hadrach, the guidance, and that these people had. It may be a zechus for all of us that we should be able to raise children and family in the proper derech. Thank you for listening. Have a wonderful week and a wonderful Shabbos.